there's I believe they're from Alabama, but when you hear him, he'll sound like he's from Alabama. But they were talking about, hey, we want to maybe get some publicity for our website. Can we come on your radio? Sure. So he's on the phone right now. Let's say hi to Nick. Nick.
Yes, sir. Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Doing good. Is Dan there?
I believe he is. Say hello, Dan.
Yeah, I'm here. How are you doing, Chris?
Doing good. Now, I'm at the TideTimes.blogspot.com. And where are you guys from? Alabama?
Well, I'm based out of Tuscaloosa. I'm a former UA grad, and I live in but like I was telling you, the main reason we wanted to come on your show, we cover all the SEC teams as well as do predictions for all the other conferences, including bowls and that type of thing. So I know your callers will want mainly to talk about the Warriors. So, I mean, we're open to talk about everything. We have everything from punch spreads to bowl predictions to rosters, schedules, everything. So we try to make this thing as national as possible for internet traffic purposes.
Okay, for internet traffic purposes. Now, I'm going to one of the links on your site, and you mentioned the bowl predictions. Are you just doing BCS bowls or all bowls?
We're going to do all bowls, but right now we just have the BCS bowls posted. But we are going to do all bowls. Matter of fact, I have a rough draft of all of the bowls, and I was going to talk about that on your show if you wanted to.
Yeah, we're actually talking about...
First of all, let's go down the list and look at the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. Who do you see in that bowl game?
Well, it is, of course, Conference USA signed a contract to be the other conference in the bowl, but I don't think they're going to have a team eligible for that. So based on geographics, Chris, I expect it to be a Pac-10 at-large team, probably an Oregon State or a Stanford. And unlike last year's experience with Notre Dame, I do expect the Warriors to win the Hawaii Bowl this year.
You see, that's what people want to hear.
Well, I mean, I know I sound like I'm catering to the home crowd, but I really do believe that, and my partner does also.
Yeah, yes, Chris. I was going to ask you, what is the quarterback situation for the University of Hawaii at this moment? Greg Alexander comes off 14 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, 1,895 yards. Is he going to be the starting quarterback coming into the first game against Central Arkansas?
Yeah, he's going to be the starter. He's named the starter already at the end of last season. He's lost some weight, and he's done a lot of training with his footwork. He's got another, as you guys know, it's a complicated offense, and he's he's been basically studying nonstop since the end of last season. So at least the coaching staff is fired up about Alexander the Great.
Do you think after
concerned, I think they actually have a tough non-conference schedule, tougher than most WAC teams. Of course, they play Washington State and Wisconsin out of conference, and I think that will bode well for them as they go into WAC play. Now, my prediction for Hawaii is third in the WAC. I think that Boise obviously will probably win the WAC, and probably, according to my predictions, go to the BCS, and ironically enough, have a rematch with Oklahoma. Now, my second-place team, reluctantly, is Louisiana Tech, although I think Hawaii and La Tech are almost on the same playing field.
Okay.
But obviously, the WAC is a conference that does their bowl games mostly geographically, and most years Hawaii does go to the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl, and they will again this year, of course. As I said, play a Pac-10 team and probably win the game. Probably a 6-6 or 7-5 Pac-10 team that they can beat. They can probably outscore. If the running shoot is clicking, they will probably have enough depth to win that game against the Stanford or Oregon State type opponent.
We're talking with Nick Taylor and also Dan Harrelson from the TideTimes.blogspot.com. Let's get your BCS title game. Who do you guys have?
Okay, you first, Dan.
I actually have Florida and Oklahoma, maybe a rematch from last year. I just think Oklahoma will be more hungrier than last year. I do think Sam Bradford will want to go out on top. Of course, Tim Tebow does too again. Other than the offensive line, I do see Oklahoma repeating. They need to plug in the offensive line. If they do that, I think they'll be very successful this year, again, making it to the Rose Bowl national championship game. What are your thoughts, Nick?
Good, Nick.
My thoughts are Texas is coming off of the season where they beat Oklahoma Oklahoma, and they had an unfortunate three-way tie with Texas Tech in the Big 12 South. But Colt McCoy also is hungry. And I think from top to bottom, the Longhorns may be actually the best team in the country. I'm picking Florida and Texas to play in the national championship game. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Florida because of Tebow. But I tell you what, my money may be on Colt McCoy by kickoff because I really like the Longhorns ball club.
Okay, I only have time for one more, Nick, and I want to bring this up because I want to go with your pick for the Fiesta Bowl. Go ahead.
Fiesta Bowl, I have Boise State and Oklahoma in a rematch from a couple of years ago. I think that, of course, if Texas plays in the national championship game, the Fiesta Bowl will take an at-large from the Big 12, which will probably be Oklahoma. And, of course, if Boise runs the table, they will likely end up in the Fiesta Bowl.
All right. Hey, guys, that's all the time we have, but we'll urge everybody, once again, the TideTimes.blogspot.com, and you can see there's a whole bunch of other stuff, especially if you're an SEC football fan, too. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Hey, Chris, can we give them the link to the Southeastern Times also?
Yes, go ahead.
It's thesoutheasterntimes.blogspot.com, and we're in the process of launching it. It will be fully launched on Monday.
All right, well, give us a call back as we get close to the season, okay?
Yeah, we'd love to be back on. Thanks for the time, Chris.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Dan.
All right.
Aloha.